Hello, saints of the Most High. How are you doing? Shalom. Today I want to talk about racism here in America and why is it happening to the so-called African Americans. The racism that you see today is not your social media propaganda, but it is an actual fact. Due to the fact that we have technology at our fingertips where we can record every attack from the police officers against blacks here in America, or seeing white or Caucasian or even Asian and many different races that are coming and attacking the blacks, even around the world. And it's been put on social media and even in the news. And we see it happening from day to day. But I want you to understand something, that the attacks that are happening against the blacks has a lot to do with who we are. And the only way that you can understand who you truly are is through the Bible. The Bible, in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, it speaks on the blessings and the cursings. The blessings that will come upon the children of Israel if they be obedient to the Most High Yahweh. The cursings will come if they're disobedient. And we understand that through the Bible, when you identify who we truly are, you will know and understand why the things are happening to us the way they are. Let's let the Bible identify who the African Americans, so-called African Americans, truly are. But first, let me start off by reading one passage of scripture in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. And it reads, "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed." Now, when you look at that word destroyed, it means to be brought to nothing, to naught, or to be cut off. That word destroy, when you hear it, you may automatically think that it's referring to being killed or death. But it doesn't necessarily mean that in this passage of scripture, the way it's used. Destroy, when you destroy somebody, you could destroy somebody's character, who they are. You could destroy somebody's spirit by verbally abusing them or by beating them down. You could destroy a person's soul by just doing hurtful things to them. So when the Most High says destroy, he's not talking about completely annihilating the whole race of the Jews or the children of Israel. He's talking about tearing them down in every which way, mentally, emotionally, physically, and every which way they can be torn down. That's what it means with that word destroyed. And it reads on, it says, "Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee." 46 says, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." Okay? So when you look at that word, a sign and a wonder, what do you think about when you think about a sign? A sign is an indication or letting you know, say for example, a sign on the road will tell you how far your destination is, or it will point to what something is. When I working at Disney, they have a lot of signs. It tells where a place is, or it tells what something is. So when you have a sign, it identifies something, you know. So when he says that these curses that will come shall be as a sign and a wonder, okay, it's letting us know that it's pointing to who the true Israelites are, okay, just by simply looking at the curses that are spoken of in Deuteronomy chapter 28. And why did Yahweh have to say that? Because he knew that someday our identity would be hidden from us. He knew that the children of Israel would be taken captive. And another way, just like that word destroyed, another way to destroy a people is to take away their whole identity. And that's how you can destroy a nation. And that's exactly what our oppressors did. They destroyed our people. So what I'm going to do is mention a couple of the curses that has happened to our people in history that the Father said will come upon the children of Israel if they disobey. And then later on in the video, I'm going to talk about the disobedience of the children of Israel and how they disobeyed. So let me speak on one of the curses. Let me bring it out. It's in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 30, and it says,
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
I wake up every morning in a house that was built by slaves.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
also in Deuteronomy 28:37, it says this,
Thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
when you look at that word astonishment, the word astonishment in the Hebrew, it means desolation. Desolation. It's like what our people have become. We're being destroyed, and we have become a people who have been cut off by God because of our disobedience. And it also says that we have become a proverb. A proverb can mean like a parable or an example. And I'm going to talk about that, but let me talk about that word byword. A byword is words like nigger, African Americans, Negroes, porch monkey, all kinds of different things that they have called us over the years.
Oh, you're so stupid, nigger.
Now let's talk about that word byword, which I promise you I would talk about in this video. A byword is a parable or an example. They love to make examples out of us in things like cartoons. They show us, with exaggerated big lips, maybe looking like monkeys, or even in TV shows or movies. They have the white man in all black face, looking like a black man with the white lips and pink lips or whatever, or even making an example out of us in civil disobedience. And anytime a black person is get out of line, you see on the media or the news, or them beat the cops sending dogs on us, and them beating us and harassing us, and just making an example out of us on TV and the news. And they showed this in the news in the 1950s, and how they were treating black people and how they were the police were harassing them and just destroying the black people. Also, look at this young black girl in a zoo. This is in Belgium in 1958. They're treating our people like animals. And all of this is as a result of a curse. And remember that the Most High said that all of this will come upon us because we, the children of Israel, have been disobedient to the Most High Yah. Now remember that scripture I gave to you earlier, talking about will be a sign and a wonder. This is a sign and a wonder. All these curses that we see that have been happening to our people for centuries, for years, or decades, all of this points to the fact that we are the true children of Israel. We are of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and of Jacob. And this is why racism is turning up. It's always been, it never left. But this is why racism is turning up again because the enemy knows he has but a short time to try to destroy our people. And that's why my job as the Most High has called me to wake up the children of the Most High, just as he has called other people. One of the things that the Most High showed me in the beginning of this year, that he showed me a vision of the Ku Klux Klan. And he said this year, whatever agenda that they plan for years, that they will push it even harder this year. And that you won't always see them in the white sheets. He said there will be your police officers, your judges, your doctors. You know, they hide in professional suits to where you can't detect them. But really they are a part of the organization of the Ku Klux Klan, and they will push their agenda. And he showed me that in the beginning of this year. Why? Because the enemy knows he has a short time, and he's using these people to come and attack the children of the Most High, because we are waking up in droves. I mean, it's like spreading like a wildfire. We are waking up to who we are. And because we are waking up, the enemy knows that that's a sign that he must hurry up because he has a short time. Another vision that I saw the dragon coming down, and he had fire under his feet. And under that fire, I saw the U.S. Army, and I felt like he was going to use the Army, and he was going to influence the Army to push this agenda. I don't know exactly what is going to happen, but I feel like it's going to happen very soon. And then the enemy is going to come down with great wrath. And the Lord has been showing me this in a vision, with a dragon coming down with great fire under his feet. So we must prepare, saints of the Most High. We must prepare for what is coming. We must pray more, keep the Sabbath, keep the laws, and stay in the Most High at all times. We must stay close to him and always pursue to try to wake your brothers and sisters up to the truth of who we are. Because I believe the Most High is going to take us home to where we belong. And I want to say this to all those who hear this video and watch this video, to stay strong and hold on. Though we see racism is turning up, we must always maintain our balance. We must stay strong in the Lord and be patient for what he's going to do, because he is the one that's going to bring vengeance on our enemies. So stay strong, and I want to leave you with that. Peace and shalom.